Hello, 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 how are you doing? Oh, wow, well, alright, so, I've done most of this in my head for the last half hour. So, about 45 minutes ago, or at least 45 minutes ago, could have been about an hour ago, in fact, it was actually last night, I was at my home page on my channel, looking at my last video, the update that I did, and it says 3 weeks, because 4 days ago it said 2 weeks, and I'm like, I should probably do something soon. And then last night it says 3 weeks. I thought, like I didn't have an urge to be in front of the camera. I didn't have an urge to be in front of the camera. I just didn't need to be in front of the camera at the moment because I'm being so caught up in everything. And then last night it said 3 weeks. I'm like, I have to do a video. I should do a video. I need to do a video. I do need to do a video. It's imperative. I just have to do a video. And I had it had been in the back of my mind to do this, and I sort of thought, yeah, I'll get to it, I'll do it. And last night, it says 3 weeks, I'm like, I have to do a video. I have to do one. And I actually did film, I did film a review for, The Remains of the Day, haven't put it up yet. And so, oh my goodness, it's that life, things happen, things go by rather quickly, and what was the thing? I just thought, for my audience, for you guys, 3 weeks is too long, and I was like, I gotta do it for my audience. I do actually have to do it for my audience, for you guys. I didn't have the biggest urge to do this yet, but today's day is, I'm really bad with this sometimes. I think it's 27th. It's 27th of February 2023. And hello. Hi. Had a car accident yesterday. We had a car accident yesterday, Sunday. We had a car accident yesterday. Michelle says to me about, she says to me about 7 AM, do you want to go to Bondi? Do you want to go to Bondi Beach? And about 5 minutes later, I eventually said to this, I'm not going to wrap up. My OCD says, my OCD is tremendous. It's tremendous because this light, like just the top part it's slightly loose, and I'm saying to myself, Pat, please don't worry about this. Just keep going. All right, keep going. It says, please don't worry about this, and. It is nice to be back in front of the camera. It is nice. I feel it was necessary though. It was necessary. We went out to Bondi. We drove out to Bondi, and got to at 7:56. Parked the car, and then walking down to the beach. And Michelle saw a leaf, and that became the leaf of the day. Down to the beach. We had a nice time. Very nice time. There's 2 walkways at Bondi when you're on this side, just coming down from the Grand Parade, and part here, the top path. And Michelle will sit there and do her painting and all that when we do go there, and I'll have a walk on the beach one night. Anyway, we stayed there for a couple of hours. We stayed at the beach for a couple of hours, a really nice morning. We headed back, and so so much. Yeah. I said to myself, I gotta go down and do this. Alright. We're at stoplights, Driver Avenue, Moore Park, and there's a white car in front of us. White car! By the way, if you're the driver that way, oh, but there's always something else now. Fucking neighbours vacuuming their car for fucking 90 minutes before. What the hell? How long, right? Going back about 1 hour ago, the neighbour, unit number two, unit number 2 had been vacuuming their car for about 90 minutes. And what is a 90 fucking minutes? How long do you vacuum your car? how long do you vacuum it for? Because my way of doing things, I go out to our car with a plastic bag, empty all the rubbish. Now, usually about once a month, and that's bullshit. About every 6 weeks, I think I've done it twice. I get the vacuum down there, and vacuum the car, and it's really nice. I really like to keep our car looking nice, and that takes me 10 minutes. But unit number 2, they like to spend 90 fucking minutes doing it. They like that. Unit 2, they like to spend 90 minutes just going over everything, because maybe that they missed that spot. And so it's important, it's imperative. It is, it really is, just to annoy your neighbours. Like to keep a peaceful atmosphere here, which benefits everybody. And so he's over there. He's really getting into it, and it takes about 90 minutes. That's about she warm upstairs above. He says about 90 minutes. I reckon they compare notes. 90 minutes to clean the car. Yes. Now, there's a white car in front of us. We're here, stop at the lights. Light's red, we stop. There's a blue car behind us. So the lights change to green. White car doesn't move. It's about 8 seconds go by, and about 8 seconds go by, nothing happens, and then it moves and it stops. I flashed him, I should have beeped him. White car's not moving. And then all of a sudden, crunch into the back, and I'm like, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. This wasn't good at all. It wasn't good. And that happened. I'm not going to go into the details. It happened. And I freaked out a bit. Calmed down. I calmed down after a while. We were there for a while. Tell you what happened is that so much of a stressful day. It was just a particularly stressful day. We get home, open my wallet, and I'm looking for the details of the vehicle whose fault it was. We didn't exchange details properly because I was in limbo land. I was in shock, totally in shock. Shock is a huge thing. Went into shock. Michelle went into shock. Both went into shock. So it affected greatly physically. Exchange details, and I think maybe for the first 5 minutes I was holding a piece of paper next to the phone, right? So we get home later. We get back home later that day, and I'm looking through my wallet for the details. The person who they wrote their number down on the piece of paper. I'm looking for that, and I looked through all the car, couldn't find it. And I said, Michelle, number's not here anymore. I said, Michelle, number's not here anymore. I've lost it. I don't have the number. It's gone. I've lost it. Don't have it. I'm in a state of stress. I'm in a state of shock. Exhausted. Tired. And I said, don't have it. That's it. I think it's gone. And I'm going through all these options in my head of what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? How do I get in contact with this person? And all of a sudden I'm like, I've got to go back to the scene. I think the paper's there. I've got to go back to the scene. The little piece of paper. So what I ended up doing, a couple of hours later, got the train in Central, 4 Street, walked all the way up, back to Moore Park. I looked all around. I walked around for about a good 20 minutes. Must have been a good 20 minutes. I'm walking around, and I'm like, really? And I thought, wait a minute, pay attention to the breeze, because we're on the side of the road here. Which way is the breeze blowing? We're in the breeze. Which way is it going? There's a piece of paper. Breeze. And so I walked with the breeze. This corner that we had been standing on at one point. But I call this the end of my search. Anyway, so I get across this corner. I look on the ground, and it was written on the back of an old lottery ticket. A lottery ticket had been purchased like about 3 or 4 months ago. And so I looked on the ground. There it is. It's on the ground. Oh my goodness, you bloody beauty! I'm just like. I was fairly ecstatic. I was fairly ecstatic. I was pretty ecstatic about it. And it was a really good thing. Went home. We were both, Michelle and myself, were both very happy about this. We were both very happy about it. And oh my goodness, we were just both very happy about it, because otherwise we're going to pay the excess. We're going to pay the excess, and that's not a good thing. And then I called the insurance company today. Been on the phone. There's been a few things that happened today. A few things. Like, really? The car is not a write-off. It's not a write-off. The car is not a write-off. It's fine. It's not a write-off. It can be repaired. It's not a write-off. It's the hatchback. The hatch. It's good. It can be repaired. And I just want to switch modes. Right? I just want to switch modes. Mainly because I just knew that I had to make this video. I thought 3 weeks is too long, but it's way too long. Gotta make a video. I've gotta say something. I've gotta say something. That's the way YouTube works. I've gotta say something. And I thought I could let it go for a month. I can, but I don't want to. In regard to the discipline for my script, I've been distracted. I've been working on it in my head. Things I've been thinking about. I've been caught up on YouTube because I've been watching very particular videos about a very particular subject. I've been on YouTube, and I've been every day I say to myself, I should work on my script. I should work on my script. I should work on my script. Yes. And and I will think I will talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. I've been watching videos about the subject of reincarnation, and I've been watching a fair few videos about it, because more recently I have been interested in the subject. Actually, I've been interested in the subject for a very, very long time, more than 10 years. A lot more than 10 years. But however, a few years ago, I was a lot more interested in watching videos about spirituality, spiritual awakening. And I have talked about this quite a while ago. I talked about this more than a year ago, a lot more than a year ago. I've been watching a lot of videos on it. That's why I haven't posted. That's why I haven't worked on the script for about 10 days. And the reincarnation cycle, which I've been thinking greatly about, thinking about life, thinking about afterlife, thinking about what happens after death, thinking and the soul, and what happens after death. I do have a particular perspective on it. And the videos that I have been watching have given me a great insight. A great insight to the possibilities of what potentially happens. We don't know what happens. Yes. We don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens after death. But I have an insight. I have an idea what I think happens after death. The videos I've been watching. Okay, this is what I think. I wouldn't have said this in this year. My opinion has totally Okay, talk for a while. My opinion on this subject was totally different a while ago. Like, totally different. Maybe about 2 months ago. Totally different. And I watched a particular video, and I thought, no, I thought you're being very cold and clinical about this. No, I don't think that at all. And I thought about it. I thought about it more, and I watched another video, I get very critical about things like here. I examine them, I assess them. Like, are you a con man? Are you trying to get money out of people? Because a lot of the time on YouTube videos, people are just trying to sell books. They're just trying to sell something. It's like, here's my book. And so and while I'm listening to them talk, I'm thinking, you're a con man? What are you trying to do? How much money are you trying to get? What are you doing? Where are you coming from? What angle are you coming from? I think about a lot of things at the same time. And I think a great deal about this. At the moment, my thoughts are, don't go toward the light. Do not go toward the light. It could be a deception. It could be a deception. Like when you pass on, maybe a relative or two relatives come to you, and it'll be. I thought this was something because when I think about a subject, and I'm like, oh, these relatives who pass to the other side. It's not just death to me anymore. It's not death. It's just a crossover. You pass on, crossover to the other dimension. It's a crossover. And if you relatives who have passed come to greet you, this could be a deception. Could be a deception. Oh, before we go anywhere else, there's a very good possibility that we're living in a simulation. I think this is a simulation. I think we're living in a matrix. Life is an illusion. I felt that way for a while anyway. I felt that way for a while in life. Yes, I thought, kind of decided that years ago. And the simulation part, I kind of thought that years ago as well. Not kind of, I did. And not necessarily to go toward the light. Okay, so because this life that I'm living now, this is my life, I don't want to repeat it again. I don't want to go through all this again. I wouldn't be the person I am today if I hadn't been through all the life experiences I've been through so far. I'm not living this life again. I'm not going through this again. I'm done. When I pass on from here, I'm getting out of here. I'm not doing this. I am not going through this again. I'm not doing this again. That's it. I'm done. I'm not coming back. The thing is that because no one really knows. No one knows. The thing is that if you go toward the light and you have the life review, and then they're going to find something from that. Usually they play on your guilt. Like, well, you didn't do too well in this area. I remember the time that you did that, and you didn't do very well here, so you've got to go back and try to get it right. And they use that against you. And I am not coming back here. I'm getting out of here. I'm not coming back. I'm not going to live another life. I'm not going to be reincarnated. I'm done. I'm not going through all this again. I'm done. I'm not going to do it. I may elaborate, because this video's gone for long enough now. I may speak about this later. And look up a guy called Howdy McCoskey, look him up. And there's another guy called Jeff Mara. Look, there's a few. Some videos of Jeff Mara's I enjoy, and some videos, some of the videos I get a lot from, and some of the videos I don't get a lot from. And at first I was like, Howdy McCoskey. Yeah, I was like way too clinical for me, way too clinical, a bit cold clinical, no thanks. And I thought about things, I was like, that's interesting. It's interesting. What are you saying? It's interesting. Yeah, I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything he says. But some of the things make a lot of sense. Some of the concepts, some of the things that he talks about make a lot of sense. Anyway, so this is an update because I thought I gotta put something down. I gotta give you something. I gotta put something down. Some sort of an update. I do it. I'm going to get some discipline for this. I'm going back to the feet. I'm going back to the script. I'm going back to the script. I'm going to get some discipline. Yes, I'm going to get some discipline. I am. Midnight Charlie Man. Did I even say hello? Did I say hello? Midnight Charlie Man. Patrick Kieran. Midnight Charlie Man. Okay. Now speak again soon. Right? We'll speak again soon. My goodness. Yes.